Covering Putnam County this morning, former students of Florida's first accredited school for black students are calling for action.
Even though the Central Academy School building in Palatka is now closed, their outrage has been left to fall apart. News4JAX reporter Ashley Harding shares the history behind the building.
There's a lot of history surrounding this school in Palatka. We wanted to give you all some context just to give you a better idea of what's going on here. So the current Central Academy School building was built in 1936. It actually replaced the original building that was destroyed in fire. Then in 1971, the school was closed following desegregation. And then in 1998, it was added to the National Registry of Historic Places. And the school district actually used it as a maintenance warehouse and the property as a bus depot. But then it was sold to the Palatka Housing Authority in 2009, which still oversees it today. Now, we saw that building ourselves. It is in bad shape, and these former students not only want answers as to why it got to be that way, they want something done about it. When we were asked to check out the former Central Academy, we were not expecting to find this, a building in ruins. Just look at this view from above.
When we come through our community and we see the disrepair that it has fallen to, this is evident that we have been failed.
Dr. Andrew McCrae and Bernice Johnson were Central Academy students in the 1960s.
When I see this building like this, it brings tears, it brings sadness and disbelief. That's what it brings to me.
So everything that I have as a doctor, as a student, with a doctorate degree, I owe it to this because this is where I got my beginning. And I got to walk and see it in this shape.
They, like many, want to see this property thrive once again. According to the Palatka Housing Authority's president, Dr. Anthony Woods, it was one vote away from being demolished in 2006 as a result of its severe state of deterioration. But he also says with restoring it, there's a big roadblock. In a statement, he told News4JAX ongoing attempts of obtaining adequate funding for the restoration of historic Central Academy remains to be the greatest challenge. For McCrae, though, the big question is, why did it get to be like this in the first place?
We failed also because we stood around and allowed this to happen. This didn't just happen today. It didn't just happen yesterday. This happened down through the years.
Even though it's been years, Johnson and McCrae look back on good memories and those who guided them.
They're crying out to us, saying, you ought to stand for something. We taught you to stand for something, and that's why we're here.
If the school is restored, it will bring back a sense of pride in the community, and it could be utilized for different programs to help our community.
A push to keep history alive while moving the community forward. And Dr. Woods with Palatka Housing Authority also provided some of the proposed usages for the building, including a possible K-5 charter school, a museum, or even a community recreational center. But he says, once again, with the appropriate funding, the historic Central Academy could again thrive. And of course, I'll keep an eye on this story and bring you any new developments. Ashley Harding, Channel 4, the local station.